The sun is dipping low behind the timber. Shadows stretch across the quiet yard. A gentle breeze is stirring up the memory, and time is moving slow and breathing hard. There is a rusted old tractor asleep in the field, where the tall grass has swallowed the tires, and the paint on the porch is beginning to peel near the ash of the old autumn fires. I can still hear the screen door slam in the wind. I can still see the hound on the steps. Every creak in the floorboards is like an old friend, keeping all of the secrets we kept. The years have been heavy and pulled me away through cities of concrete and stone. But whenever the sky turns a beautiful gray, I can feel the sweet pull of my home. Oh, bathe me in that golden evening light. Let the weeping willows sing a country tune. Wrap me in the blanket of the quiet coming night, right beneath the rising of the silver harvest moon. I have wandered down 100 different roads, searching for a piece I left behind. But there is a comfort that my wandering spirit knows. In the golden evening light I finally find. There is a photograph fading right there on the wall, of a father and son by the lake. And I remember the way that the water would fall, and the ripples the pebbles would make. Now the hands on the grandfather clock in the hall keep a rhythm so steady and deep. It is a lullaby playing to comfort us all as the old wooden house goes to sleep. The years have been heavy and pulled me away through cities of concrete and stone. But whenever the sky turns a beautiful gray, I can feel the sweet pull of my home. Oh, bathe me in that golden evening light. Let the weeping willows sing a country tune. Wrap me in the blanket of the quiet coming night, right beneath the rising of the silver harvest moon. I have wandered down 100 different roads, searching for a piece I left behind. But there is a comfort that my wandering spirit knows. In the golden evening light I finally find. Sometimes the memories are sweeter than the truth, but I do not mind the sugar in my tea. I am holding to the innocence of my forgotten youth, and the beauty of the things that used to be. Let the shadows fall and cover up the scars, while I sit out here and count the early stars. Oh, bathe me in that golden evening light. Let the weeping willow sing a country tune. Wrap me in the blanket of the quiet coming night. Ride beneath the rising of the silver harvest moon. I have wandered down 100 different roads, searching for a piece I left behind. But there is a comfort that my wandering spirit knows. In the golden evening light I finally find. The sun has settled low behind the timber. The pedal steel is whispering in the breeze. I close my tired eyes and I remember, and find my quiet peace among the trees.
Soft picking in the quiet dark, a distant slide on a steel guitar. The world is still asleep outside, and the morning takes its gentle time. There is a frost upon the window pane, a silver shadow where the moonlight lay. I strike a match and watch the embers catch, and chase the shivering of the night away. The kettle hums a low and steady tune. The wooden floorboards creak beneath my feet. Out in the yard, the autumn leaves are strewn, where the forest and the open meadow meet. The coffee is pouring, the shadows are long, the river is singing its slow, sleepy song. There is nowhere to hurry, nowhere to be, just this old quiet mountain, the morning and me. Oh, the amber light is breaking through the trees, carried on a gentle southern breeze. Every trouble that I carried yesterday just washes in the wind and fades away. Here in the haven of the wood smoke and the pine, I leave the heavy rushing of the world behind, wrapped in a blanket of the golden morning sun. Right here is where my peaceful life's begun. The old hound stretches by the iron stove and rests his heavy head upon my shoe. I watch the mist roll through the cedar grove and paint the distant ridge a smoky blue. I have a letter that I meant to write, but the ink is sitting dry upon the desk. I would rather watch the dawning of the light and give my wandering, weary mind a rest. The coffee is pouring, the shadows are long, the river is singing its slow, sleepy song. There's nowhere to hurry, nowhere to be, just this old quiet mountain, the morning and me. Oh, the amber light is breaking through the trees, carried on a gentle southern breeze. Every trouble that I carried yesterday just washes in the wind and fades away. Here in the haven of the wood smoke and the pine, I leave the heavy rushing of the world behind, wrapped in a blanket of the golden morning sun. Right here is where my peaceful life's begun. I spent so many years chasing down a restless train, running after ghosts I could not catch in the pouring rain. But every mile just brought me closer to this open door, and I do not feel the need to keep on running anymore. The mandolin is whispering in the hollow of the wood, and I finally understand that staying still is good. Oh, the amber light is breaking through the trees, carried on a gentle southern breeze. Every trouble that I carried yesterday just washes in the wind and fades away. Here in the haven of the wood smoke and the pine, I leave the heavy rushing of the world behind, wrapped in a blanket of the golden morning sun. Right here is where my peaceful life's begun. The fire's settling down into the ash, the morning slips into a quiet dream. I let the quiet moments gently pass and listen to the water in the stream.
The wooden boards creak under my favorite chair. A soft silver light rests on the edge of the pines. There is no rush to meet the coming day, just the slow, gentle breathing of the world. The coffee is dark in a heavy clay cup, warming my hands as the morning wakes up. A blanket of mist lies low on the field, hiding the ground where the earth is concealed. The sparrows are stirring up high in the oak, singing a song before anyone spoke. I watch the pale sky turn a delicate gold, a beautiful story that never grows old. And the rustling leaves softly carry a tune, saying goodbye to the fading pale moon. My heart slows its beating to match with the breeze, finding a moment of absolute ease. Oh, these are the quiet hours where the rush of the world fades away, where the sunlight awakes the wildflowers, and there is no heavy debt left to pay, just the strum of the wind in the willow, and a peacefulness settling down, leaving our dreams on the pillow, far from the haste of the town. The screen door swings open, a soft, gentle squeak. You step on the porch with a kiss for my cheek, wrapped in a shawl that your grandmother made. We sit side by side in the lingering shade. The deep mellow sound of a distant hound's bark reminds us we've safely come out of the dark. We don't need to speak to know what we share. It's alive in the warmth of the sweet morning air. And the rustling leaves softly carry a tune, saying goodbye to the fading pale moon. heart slows its beating to match with the breeze, finding a moment of absolute ease. Oh, these are the quiet hours where the rush of the world fades away, where the sunlight awakes the wildflowers, and there is no heavy debt left to pay, just the strum of the wind in the willow, and a peacefulness settling down, leaving our dreams on the pillow, far from the haste of the town. I know that the afternoon shadows will fall, and duty will ring with its echoing call. The hands on the clock will continue to sweep, but this gentle moment is ours now to keep. Hold on to the stillness before it is gone, here in the tender embrace of the dawn. Yes, these are the quiet hours where the rush of the world fades away, where the sunlight awakes the wildflowers, and there is no heavy debt left to pay, just the strum of the wind in the willow, and a peacefulness settling down, leaving our dreams on the pillow, far from the haste of the town. The coffee goes cold, but my spirit is warm, a safe little harbor away from the storm, just sitting in silence, a comforting grace, letting the morning just linger in space.
The sun dips low behind the timberline, shadows stretch out across the gravel drive. Just the sound of the evening settling down, and the quiet humming of an old memory. There is a rusted tractor resting in the weeds beside the wooden fence where the wild honeysuckle bleeds. I step out onto the creaking cedar floor and leave my heavy boots right beside the cabin door. The air is thick with the scent of summer pine. A gentle breeze is whispering through the muscadine. I close my eyes and I can almost hear the sound of my father's laughter echoing around. daylight fades into a soft, familiar gold, the kind of warmth that never really gets too old. I pour a glass and watch the stars begin to wake, and feel the years wash over like a quiet lake. Oh, this is where the dust finally settles down, miles and miles away from the heavy Russian town, where the crickets sing a lullaby to the rising moon, and the pedal steel wind plays an old forgotten tune. Time slows its hurried pace out on this county road, giving me a chance to drop my weary, heavy load, wrapped up in the arms of a memory so sweet, right here where the earth and the endless heavens meet. I pull the canvas cover off an old acoustic frame. The silver strings still remember how to sing my name. I pluck a melody that my mother used to hum, while staring out across the fields where the shadows come. A firefly flickers softly by the window pane, like a tiny lantern dancing in a gentle rain. It is funny how the smallest things can make you feel complete, when you are sitting still upon this weathered porch retreat. The daylight fades into a soft, familiar gold, kind of warmth that never really gets too old. I pour a glass and watch the stars begin to wake, and feel the years wash over like a quiet lake. Oh, this is where the dust finally settles down, miles and miles away from the heavy Russian town, where the crickets sing a lullaby to the rising moon, and the pedal steel wind plays an old forgotten tune. Time slows its hurried pace out on this county road, giving me a chance to drop my weary, heavy load, wrapped up in the arms of a memory so sweet, right here where the earth and the endless heavens meet. I have chased the horizon from the mountains to the sea, looking for a spark of something that was always inside me. But every highway mile only turned my spirit dry, until I pointed my tires back beneath this southern sky. Now the engine is cooling in the twilight air, and I've finally found the answer to my wandering prayer. Yeah, this is where the dust finally settles down, miles and miles away from the heavy Russian town, where the crickets sing a lullaby to the rising moon, and the pedal steel wind plays an old familiar tune. Time slows its hurried pace out on this county road, giving me a chance to drop my weary, heavy load. I am wrapped up in the arms of a memory so sweet, here where the earth and the endless heavens meet. The evening breeze sings a quiet, lingering sigh as a single shooting star paints the darkened sky. I am home at last underneath the old oak tree, safe inside the quiet, just the night and me. Dust motes are dancing in the slanted afternoon sun. The old screen door is rusting on its rusted hinges. A gentle breeze moves through the weeping willow leaves. Everything is quiet, everything is perfectly still. I found the old acoustic in the corner of the room, beneath a heavy canvas sheet, untouched inside the gloom. The varnish is a little chipped around the wooden neck from all those summer evenings sitting out upon the deck. I strike a simple open chord and let it ring into the hall. It bounces off the faded yellow paper on the wall. The grandfather clock is keeping rhythm in the dark, and suddenly I'm carried to a memory in the park. The years go rushing by like water down a stony creek. I close my eyes and I can almost hear you start to speak. There is a comfort in the quiet of this empty space, a sudden warmth that brings a gentle smile across my face. Oh, we are living a golden hour haze, suspended in the beauty of those slow and simple days, where the porch light was a beacon calling wandering children home, and the gravel roads were all the world we'd ever need to roam. I can hear the cicadas singing in the southern pines. I can taste the honeysuckle growing on the rusty vines. Whenever this old world starts spinning faster than it should, I just go back to the haze, exactly where we stood. Photographs are resting in a box beneath the bed, with edges frayed and curled around the words we never said. A Polaroid of you and me beside the Chevrolet. The hood was warm, the sky was painted in a dusty gray. I run my fingers over every little faded face, marvel at the way that time can never really chase. The feeling of a moment when you know you are alive, watching the evening swallow up the highway 55. The years go rushing by like water down a stony creek. I close my eyes and I can almost hear you start to speak. There is a comfort in the quiet of this empty space, a sudden warmth that brings a gentle smile across my face. Oh, we are living in a golden hour haze, suspended in the beauty of those slow and simple days, where the porch light was a beacon calling wandering children home, and the gravel roads were all the world we'd ever need to roam. I can hear the cicadas singing in the southern pines, I can taste the honeysuckle growing on the rusty vines. Whenever this old world starts spinning faster than it should, I just go back to the haze, exactly where we stood. Some people spend their whole lives looking for a brand new start, but I've been keeping all my treasures right here in my heart. The melody is simple, but it holds a heavy truth, a quiet sanctuary built upon my distant youth. So let the shadows lengthen and the evening gently fall, I wouldn't trade a single second, I will keep them all. Oh, we are living in a golden hour haze, suspended in the beauty of those slow and simple days, where the porch light was a beacon calling wandering children home, and the gravel roads were all the world we'd ever need to roam. I can hear the cicadas singing in the southern pines, I can taste the honeysuckle growing on the rusty vines. Whenever this old world starts spinning faster than it should, I just go back to the haze, exactly where we stood. Exactly where we stood beneath the fading amber light. I let the final chord ring out into the peaceful night. Just a quiet memory resting in the dust, drifting off to silence the way we always must.
The sun dips low behind the western ridge, a soft breeze whispers through the willow tree. Dust settles quietly on the wooden bridge. Time slows down, finally letting me breathe.
The gravel crunches underneath the tires as I roll the windows down to catch the air. I can smell the smoke of distant fires, and I leave behind the weight of everywhere.
The rusted mailbox leaning to the right,
The gravel driveway overgrown with weeds.
it all looks golden in the fading light. A quiet answer to my loudest needs. crickets start their evening serenade. Beneath the canvas of the painted skies, I watch my restless worries start to fade. Oh, I am back in amber and pine, where the river runs slow and the stars align, where the rush of the world is a lifetime away, and the porch light glows at the end of the day. I can hear the sweet hum of a memory singing a slow, simple melody. Whenever I am lost and I need to be found, I let my boots touch this familiar ground. The wooden steps still creak the same old way, a familiar song I knew when I was young. I see the tire swing starting to sway, remembering the summer days we swung.
A faded photograph is in my mind
of a mother's laugh so gentle and so clear.
It is the only place I ever find the quiet peace that always brings me here.
I lean against the railing, close my eyes. The crickets start their evening serenade. Beneath the canvas of the painted skies, I watch my restless worries start to fade. Oh, I'm back in amber and pine, where the river runs slow and the stars align, where the rush of the world is a lifetime away, and the porch light glows at the end of the day. I can hear the sweet hum of a memory singing a slow, simple melody. Whenever I am lost and I need to be found, I let my boots touch this familiar ground. Sometimes the city lights can make you blind, chasing a dream that keeps you on the run. But there's a healing in the ties that bind beneath the setting of a country sun. I have traveled miles to learn what I now know.
You have to look back to see which way to go.
Oh, I am back in amber and pine, where the river runs slow and the stars align, where the rush of the world is a lifetime away, and the porch light glows at the end of the day. I can hear the sweet hum of a memory singing a slow, simple melody. I am no longer lost, I have finally been found,
Resting my heart on this familiar ground.
The shadows lengthen as the night pulls in. The pedal steel echoes on the gentle wind.
I am exactly where I am supposed to be, safe in the quiet, finally free. The sun is melting slowly into the western tree line. Shadows stretch out long across the wooden floorboards. Just the sound of the wind moving through the hollow. Everything in the world is finally slowing down. I poured a cup of coffee just to watch it turn to cold. Sitting in this rocking chair, feeling comfortably old. The dust is settling softly on the gravel driveway lane. A distant rumble whispers of a summer evening rain. I've spent my whole life chasing after things I couldn't hold, running down a highway where the promises were sold. But looking at the valley as the amber light descends, I finally see the beauty where the rushing river ends. The crickets start to tune their strings beneath the fading light. The world is gently surrendering to the coming of the night. I lay my heavy burdens down beside the screen door frame, and suddenly the quiet starts to whisper out my name. This is a quiet kind of gold, rustling in the trees, a peaceful sort of wealth carried on the southern breeze. No silver in my pocket, no diamond on my hand, just the steady, slow heartbeat of this rolling piece of land. The pedal steel is playing in the back of my own mind, leaving all the heavy, hurried, restless years behind. I wouldn't trade this moment for 1,000,000 miles of road. I'm resting in the riches of a quiet kind of gold. Hound dog on the porch is dreaming, chasing phantom hares. The grandfather clock inside is ticking out my cares. A single star is waking up above the eastern ridge. The water breathes a gentle sigh beneath the wooden bridge. I used to think that peace was just a place I had to earn, a destination waiting at the final highway turn. But now I know it's planted in the soil beneath my feet, a subtle sweet surrender where the earth and heavens meet. Crickets start to tune their strings beneath the fading light. The world is gently surrendering to the coming of the night. beside the screen door frame, and suddenly the quiet starts to whisper out my name. This is a quiet kind of gold, rustling in the trees, a peaceful sort of wealth carried on the southern breeze. No silver in my pocket, no diamond on my hand, just the steady, slow heartbeat of this rolling piece of land. The pedal steel is playing in the back of my own mind, leaving all the heavy, hurried, restless years behind. I wouldn't trade this moment for 1,000,000 miles of road. I'm resting in the riches of a quiet kind of gold. Sometimes the silence used to scare me in the dark, an empty open canyon waiting for a spark. But now the canyon wraps me like a blanket in the cold. The shadows aren't so lonely, they are beautiful and bold. I close my eyes and breathe it in, the deepest breath I've drawn. I'm holding on to right now till the break of dawn. This is a quiet kind of gold, rustling in the trees, a peaceful sort of wealth carried on the southern breeze. No silver in my pocket, no diamond on my hand, just the steady, slow heartbeat of this rolling piece of land. The pedal steel is singing in the back of my own mind. I've left the heavy, hurried, restless, weary years behind. I wouldn't trade this evening for 1,000,000 miles of road. I'm resting in the riches of a quiet kind of gold. Just a quiet kind of gold. Let the evening take my soul. The sun has gone to sleep and the peace is running deep. The sun is sinking low behind the trees. A gentle quiet settles on the breeze. The dust is settling on the gravel drive. A peaceful feeling starts to come alive. I left my boots out by the wooden door and walked barefoot across the hardwood floor. The coffee pot is cold, the day is done, and shadows stretch beneath the setting sun. I hear the distant hum of highway cars, while crickets tune their strings beneath the stars. The world out there is spinning way too fast, But here I have found a quiet place at last. A distant radio plays a gentle tune beneath the rising of the silver moon. I strike a match and light a lantern flame, and hear the evening whisper out my name. Oh, there is amber in the western sky, and not a single storm cloud rolling by. The honeysuckle wind is blowing sweet, a soft and steady rhythm at my feet. I do not need a mansion or a crown, just this little house outside of town, where time slows down and lets me catch my breath, bathed in the warm amber in the west. I found an old photograph inside a book. It took a minute for a second look. It showed us laughing by the riverside, with nothing left to prove and naught to hide. The years have weathered up my hands and face, but they could never change this sacred place. The porch swing creaks a slow and steady song, reminding me of where I most belong. A distant radio plays a gentle tune beneath the rising of the silver moon. I strike a match and light a lantern flame, and hear the evening whisper out my name. Oh, there is amber in the western sky, and not a single storm cloud rolling by. The honeysuckle wind is blowing sweet, a soft and steady rhythm at my feet. I do not need a mansion or a crown, just this little house outside of town, where time slows down and lets me catch my breath, bathed in the warm amber in the west. Sometimes I used to chase the neon lights, looking for a spark in lonely nights. I wandered far across the great divide, with just a restless compass for my guide. But every highway gently curved around to bring me back to this familiar ground. Oh, there is amber in the western sky, and not a single storm cloud rolling by. The honeysuckle wind is blowing sweet, a soft and steady rhythm at my feet. this little house outside of town, where time slows down and lets me catch my breath, bathed in the warm amber in the west. A lantern flickers as the daylight fades. The yard is wrapped in cool and quiet shades. I close my eyes and finally find my rest, fading with the ember in the west. Wood smoke rises through the quiet dawn, a single breath of frost upon the glass. The world is waking, but it takes its time. I watch the shadows moving through the grass. I found an old wool sweater in the hall, the one you wore when summer turned to rust. It smells like cedar wood and sudden rain, a quiet memory waking from the dust. The gravel road is lined with fading green, the maples burn in shades of copper red. I pour a cup of coffee black and warm, and listen to the river up ahead. The days grow shorter, pulling in the light. The evening surrenders to the chill of night. But there is a comfort in the slowing down, a golden blanket settling on the town. Oh, the wind is blowing through the lonely trees, singing a slow song of the fallen leaves. Hold on to the warmth of the fading sun before the bitter winter has begun. There is peace in the middle of the changing tide, with the fire burning steady on the inside. Let the seasons turn, let the shadows fall. We are standing in the beauty of it all. The harvest moon is heavy in the sky, a silver penny tossing in the dark. I hear the distant whistle of a train, a lonely echo out beyond the park. The porch swing creaks a steady rhythmic tune, a metronome for everything that passed. I watch the stars poke through the velvet blue, and wish this quiet moment here could last. The days grow shorter, pulling in the light. The evening surrenders used to the chill of night, but there is a comfort in the slowing down, a golden blanket settling on the town. Oh, the wind is blowing through the lonely trees, singing a slow song of the falling leaves. Hold on to the warmth of the fading sun before the bitter winter has begun. There is peace in the middle of the changing tide, with a fire burning steady on the inside. Let the seasons turn, let the shadows fall. We are standing in the beauty of it all. Time is just a river that we cannot hold, turning all our silver youth to autumn gold. I wouldn't trade a single fading amber ray for all the endless sunshine of a summer day. The cold is coming, but my heart is still resting like a lantern on the windowsill. Oh, the wind is blowing through the lonely trees, singing a slow song of the falling leaves. Hold on to the warmth of the fading sun before the bitter winter has begun. There is peace in the middle of the changing tide, with a fire burning steady on the inside. Let the seasons turn, let the shadows fall. We are standing in the beauty of it all. The embers softly glow and fade away. The autumn night reclaims the fading day. A gentle quiet settles in my mind, leaving all the heavy things behind.